welcome back to episode 3 of It's All Black and White. You join me on my way to meet Will for a quick drink before we go to the Grimsby game. It's 5 o'clock, 8 o'clock kickoff. Should be an interesting one. If you have enjoyed any of the 2 videos so far this season, please do drop a subscription. Games are always fantastic against Grimsby, so let's see what tonight brings. I found him, the man that put the Lucas Ness video up today. Reaction to that. If you want to see that reaction, we're not going to chat about it here. Have a look. The link will be in the description below. All I'm going to ask you is a couple of things. Yes or no answers.
Right then.
Will we win tonight?
Yes.
Do you need any more signings?
Yes.
Is Stuart Maynard the man to take us up?
Yes.
Love that. Love that optimism from Will. Team news will be in maybe an hour and a half.
Yeah, it's earlier, isn't it, nowadays?
But is this your first time heading to the Nest?
No, I've been to Nest for an England game.
It's
I
good,
went
isn't
with you, actually.
Did you?
Bit horrible, you can't remember, actually. Yeah,
Which game was that?
We drew 0-0.
Slovakia.
Slovenia.
Slovenia, that's the one. I can't remember it. It's all blurred into one. But yeah, we'll get team news later on. It's like a reunion. First we've had Will, now we've got Jordan, who's actually been on both It's All Black and White episodes so far. How are you feeling? Because for me, this is a big game. Like if we lose this, for example, we've got 2 points out of a possible 9. If we win it, we're unbeaten with a win and 2 draws.
Yeah, I think that's the funny thing about the start of the season, and I think we already went in the season with a bit of pressure on Maynard. So I think every game is quite important, even though we've actually played pretty well. So I think a loss or a draw here could easily turn the fan base the wrong way, but if we win, it could easily go the other way. So yeah, I do agree there's a bit of pressure on a game which really there shouldn't be. So
I think it's a big game early on.
Yeah, it is, especially because we've had two decent teams to start. I think now we start a run of games where you look at teams and you think we could possibly, or more likely, win them.
Yeah.
So I think if we win here, then we could go on to quite a good run.
Yeah, hopefully. George has confirmed to me he is on the way. He is on the way. So, I mean, don't believe it until you see him. But he should be joining us very soon.
My car now, ready to head down for my first game of the season. We were speaking to Adam last night on the Papers Perspective, and he was sort of saying it could go either way. So it's going to be a close game. One of those early games in the season that's sort of hard to call, I think. Grimsby obviously having a difficult end to the season. A difficult season really, and we had a difficult end to the season. But look, it's great to be back at the Lane. I'm super excited. It's about 5 to 7 now. I'm going to head on down and meet the lads.
I wouldn't believe it. I've had Will, I've had Jordan, and now we've got Jake. You'll have seen George is on his way. It's the full team.
Trifecta's here. Not the trifecta, the quadfecta.
Yeah, the full team are here. Team news is interesting, isn't it? There's been quite a few changes in there.
Three changes?
Yeah, so Robbo's in, Cerula,
and Edwards.
And
then Grant's in. So it's Hinchley, Chickson and Scott that are out.
Yeah, I did think Scott might not be
Scott
in.
Definitely did. Think
it looks like Grant and Crowley behind Jatta with a midfield 2 of Robertson and Edwards.
I'm very excited to see Cerula play for 90 minutes after his little cameo against
Fleetwood.
I've lost to play. Yeah, his cameo against Fleetwood is phenomenal. Probably one of the best players on the pitch at that point. So really excited to see him over the 90.
I've asked this to Jordan. I feel like this is a really, really big game because if we don't win this, we're 3 without a win. How big do you think this game is?
Yeah, pretty huge. But I'd still take a 0-0.
Would you?
100%.
You take 46 0-0.
I love it. 46 points. Survival.
Do you think we can get the win?
100%. Yeah. I think we need to be beating these today if we want to have aspirations of playoffs in the top half. Yeah.
Agreed. More blast from the past then. We're bringing everyone back on this. Thursday night. Who doesn't love a Thursday night bit of football? Is it happy with it? Thursday night?
Yeah. Europa League football.
Europa League.
Right. Conference League, yeah.
Let's go for score predictions then.
Dan, do you want to kick us off?
2-2.
2-2. Repeat. I think Notts will get off the board tonight, whatever they say. What do they say on YouTube? Notts will win a game of football tonight. I still think we'll go down. I think we'll be 1-0 at half time, but I think a 3-1 comeback on it.
finally back in the lane. It is looking fresh. The black Astro around the edge of the pitch. It's just looking amazing. You know, the match day experience is evolving at Med Lane for sure and improving. I'm sat here now with the lads. It's about 5-10 minutes to kick off. Players have just gone down the tunnel to get ready to come out. I'm really looking forward to tonight's game. It's felt like such a long time since I've been down at the lane. Chance there from Dan Crowley, twisting and turning. He takes a shot on the edge of the box from where we're side. It looked like it was going to creep in, but keeper makes a good save and it's gone out for a corner. Jatta again, very early into the game here. Cross goes in, it's sort of scrambling a little bit, but he's put it away. He's on fire at the moment. You know, when we signed him, we was questioning his goal scoring record. But, you know, if you look at it now, I think from his last 11 league games, he's got 8 goals. Absolutely class.
Wow, what a start to the game. Some huge blocks there. A great save from Bass. A good tackle from Macquarie. Very, very interesting start to the game. Probably hear the Grimsby fans very, very excited. We've been caught sleeping a couple of times since the goal as well. Dan Crowley, shining more from the Grimsby fans, but never took it down right into the bottom corner. What a start from him, an unbelievable assist and a goal. Not even 15 minutes in, we are 2-0 to the good.
A bit of bad news now, about 20 minutes into the game now, Robbo's just gone down with an injury. He's stayed down as well. Physio's working on him now. Doesn't look to be anything too major, but he has stayed down quite a while. It looks like a sub is going to be coming on. It's as if he's coming off. It's disappointing because he has started the game really well. You know, a really vital block quite in the early stages. Fingers crossed it's nothing too long term. Just over the half an hour mark now. Not so bad, quite a few chances now. You know, the sort of last 5-10 minutes, but the game does seem to have opened up a little bit. With Grimsby applying a little bit of pressure.
Jodi this time, 36 minutes, flashes one wide. It definitely looked like it was going in the top corner. In fact, we could have scored 4 or 5 in this first half. The challenge for Notts is, can we continue? Because we've not seen consistency for months in terms of league football. Can we continue this second half? He had a shot there, it's definitely a cross. It's looped over their goalkeeper. Now, I'll be honest, we deserve to be 3-0 up. They've had a fair few chances defensively, but we deserve to be 3-0 up. It should be even more the way we've played. An almost faultless first half. Switched off, I think we switched off. Conceded 3-1. Disappointing. I just wanted more clean sheets than last season. And that there, hammer blow for half time. We could have been going in 3-0.
Half time then, it's 3-1 to Notts. I'm super impressed, to be honest with you. I've not seen, obviously, a full 90 minutes of football yet this season. But you know, this is as good as it gets, really. I think very disappointing to concede there late on in the first half from a set piece, which that's our second set piece that we've conceded from so far this season. A little bit disappointing because it's something that I feel like I've struggled with for forever, to be honest. But look, everyone's on fire tonight. Dan Crowley, Jodi Jones, Jatta, Edwards is looking good as well.
Dan Crowley, we cannot let him go.
He's different class.
I've got to say, I said earlier in the vlog, I said never a handball. I've seen the replays, it's a handball. Yeah. I've seen the replays, Jatta looks offside. So if you're a Grimsby fan, would be very, very aggrieved with that.
Yeah, and they are giving the refs some jit. Rightly so, to be honest with you. Like you say, those 2 first goals, there's definitely a question mark there.
Very disappointing to concede.
Yeah, hugely disappointing to concede, especially in the manner that we did. But I think we just need to build on that sort of first 47 minutes of football, really, because we didn't put much of a foot wrong, really. I think the defences looked really solid, really physical. Not scared to sort of leave one in. I think we've got off of it a couple of times as well, to be honest with you. I think they had a penalty claim, which, you know, you see them given, to be honest with you. I think it could have been a penalty. But yeah, I mean, you can't take too much away from anyone today. I think everyone's been really good, haven't they?
Yeah, I agree. Rattles the ball. It's been a decent opening 8 minutes. Scrums have had their opportunities, but it's still 3-1.
Just like that, it's 4-1. Dan Crowley again. You take the heavy deflection, but you take him. He's having a fantastic game. The best game I've ever seen him play in a nutshell.
A few subs in the last 10 minutes then. We've just seen Scott come on for Everton, who's had a really, really good game. He's impressed me. I saw him in pre-season and I said I wasn't too sure about him, but I wasn't going to judge him based on pre-season. He's impressed me. We've seen the introduction of Sam Austin. We've seen Didsey come on. Trying to think who else. Seen Matty Palmer come on as well. So 75 minutes, 4-0. You never know what can happen with Knots, but you know, I'm hoping we can hold on to this 3-goal lead, surely. Possibly even go for a. Can we see that out? No, possibly even go for another goal. Game is pretty much done. Petering out, not long to go into added time now. It's been a little bit about conserving energy, but a fantastic performance. The chance of Stuart Maynard's black and white army as well, which I don't know if I've heard yet. Yeah, just very, very solid from Knowles. Back in the colourful player ratings, for me, an unbelievable performance. I saw someone suggesting our 3-word reviews, it's the best under Maynard. It's either that or Newport away last season for me, and this is probably the winner.
For me, it's the winner, yeah. I think so everyone just played so well. The defence was solid. And so far this season, from games that I've watched, it's been the best game.
Yeah, I think it's your only game, exactly. Yeah, but it has been the best game so far this season. There's going to be some players we brush over very, very quickly. Alex Bass, for me,
7.
Just a 7. I'm going to go all 3 centre-backs, 7.5.
Yeah.
I think they were all solid. Look, we've conceded again, but I'm yet to see us be completely carved open for any of the 3 goals we've conceded this season. The only issue for me is that all 3 have been sloppy. So we need to be better in that respect. Let's go wing back, Cerula. Your first look at him.
Yeah, I thought he was impressive, to be honest with you. I like the look of him. I think he's got the credentials to be Jodi-esque, hasn't he, really?
Yeah.
I think probably not up to the levels of Jodi, because, again, Jodi was immense today. But I'm going to give him a 7.5.
7.5. Yeah, I'm going to agree, 7.5. Again, he had 30 minutes match practice before today. Goes to the other wing. Jodi.
9.
I don't know what to say. It has to be a 9. I mean, players must be they must be scared when he runs at them and he gets them in a 1-on-1, because a lot of the time they try to double up. They can't on occasion.
It's like him and Crowley are having a game of who can have the better game. Isn't it?
Yeah, I'd go Jodi. I'd go 9. He didn't mean his goal, did he?
Absolutely meant it.
Did you think he did?
Every time. Yeah.
I don't think so. Then we go into the middle then. Let's go. Want to go upwards?
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about Robbo quickly.
Oh.
We're not going to give him a rating. Came off after 25 minutes, injured again. I hope it's nothing too serious. But I have seen enough from the other centre mids to think we've got cover. But yeah, unfortunate for him. Edwards then, what are you going?
I'm going to give it 7.
Yeah.
I thought it was really good. Obviously, you had some concerns, didn't you, in the pre-season?
Yeah.
I after one of his performances, I think. But I think he sort of put that to bed tonight. I thought he was really, really good. You know, he's really quick thinking, and like a pass will come to him, and he's instantly like sort of got it to Jota, and he did that a couple of times tonight. And I thought he was very quick with the ball, you know, moving it on. So 7.5 again.
I'm gonna go 7.5. I thought, yeah, massive improvement from what I saw, and I'd already said it's only pre-season. Let's go Grant. I thought Grant was fantastic.
Yeah, really good. Really, really good.
He's improved every time I've seen him. I'm going to go 7.5.
7.5 as well.
Let's go Dan Crowley.
Oh my word. Honestly, I think without a doubt his best game for Notts, but I think when you think about performance-wise as Notts players, that is as good as we've seen. It's as good as we've seen ever, I think, in my time supporting Notts.
Do you think that good?
It's that good. It is that good, and you cannot deny it. He was untouchable tonight. He literally had one of them games where nothing went wrong for him.
I can't believe I'm going to wheel this out. I'm going to give him a 10.
Yeah.
I'm actually, in the third game this season, I'm going to give a 10.
Yeah.
And fist bumps at the end to the cop. Let's hope that's not a goodbye. We can't lose Dan Crowley.
We can't, absolutely can't. Yeah, after tonight, you see the impact that he has, and you know we've just won 4-1, and fairly convincingly as well. I think it wasn't really flattering. I don't think so. Yeah, what a player, 10.
One second, players are like literally touch tight to him, and he does that spin he's always been doing for years, and then he's like got himself 5 yards.
Yes, it's crazy.
His pace as well. He seems a bit quicker this year. Yeah. Jota, another goal. We can't deny it. Some good link-up play. I think got sort of very, very involved in the play, much more than we've seen so far this season. I'm going to give Jota an 8.
Yeah, I'm going to go 8.5. I think position-wise, he was really, really good. He got himself in some really good positions. Sometimes I feel like his reactions are a little bit delayed when he is played through. Mm-hmm. But I think that's probably just a little bit of sharpness, isn't it, which will come with the season.
Hinchy got more minutes than anyone because he came on for Robertson.
Yeah.
I think he was just a solid 7 for me.
7, yeah, absolutely.
And then we saw a flurry of substitutes pretty quick. Matty Palmer, I'm going to give a 7. Still doesn't look fully at it.
I'm going to go 6. I don't think he had much of an impact on the game at all. And
the game has kind of changed then.
He did that pass anyway. He just absolutely folded it out.
Yeah, I mean the game had changed.
It had, but yeah. 6.
Who do you want to go to next? Should we go Sam Austin? I'm going to go 6.5.
6, yeah.
I thought it was decent on the wing. I thought it was decent. Didzy? Good work rate.
Yeah, work rate, like I was just going to say. Yeah, he's there, isn't he? 7, yeah.
And then I believe the last one will be Kedwin. Had a great opportunity. You saw him point to exactly where he wanted it, and Jodi put it there, didn't he?
Yeah, he's ridiculous, that was from Jodi. Yeah, promising signs, and I'd like to see him given a bit more of a chance, to be honest with you, because I think and I've said it time and time again, I think he has it in him to sort of replace those goals that we've lost.
Yeah. So I think maybe for me, a Scott gets a 7, 6.5, 7. That brings another episode of It's All Black and White to an end. Very, very entertaining one. 5 goals at Meadow Lane, 4 for Notts. We said like on the Pavers perspective last night. We said today on the video, a pivotal game. You know, we either go 3 games without a win, or we remain unbeaten with a victory here. We have got that victory, so very, very good signs. The best performance under Maynard, we believe, with a 10 out of 10 performance from Dan Crowley, a 9 from Jodi Jones. Absolutely massive. Let us know what you thought, however you followed along. Did you watch on TV? Did you listen? Or were you at the game? Give us your player ratings. Please do like the video. It's massively appreciated, and we would absolutely love it if you would subscribe to the channel.